Hello, Music Technology. This is a video update for Project 12 for the week of, what is this, like May 10th. So, where we should be by now. The first thing that we did was we did a brainstorm where we listed various things about our family culture and ourselves and things we like and things we're good at. We put that in this lyrics notes portion over here. Then we created what is sometimes referred to like as a heartbeat track, which is basically just a drum beat with some kind of sample going along with it. So I did that here. Here is my drum machine with the drum beat that I created, which is right there. I selected the Fat 90s drum kit and I made a drum beat. It sounds like this. Oh, get some volume going on. I don't know if you could hear that. I don't know how QuickTime works. So there's my drum beat, and then I varied it a little bit for the D pattern. You can see I added some extra hits there. Okay, then I added this keyboard sample to give it like a vibe. Right, and that's the keyboard sample that I found, and all the samples and loops are here under samples and then loops, and they're selected by category here, and this is a keyboard loop that I found that goes along with it. And so that was my heartbeat track, which sounded like this. There's going to be some latency on my internet connection, so there'll be some crackles, but here we go. Great. And I chose that because the part of my lyrics, the song I'm going to write, is about how great I am at parallel parking. That's one of the things I'm good at. I live in Queens. I've been here for about 20 years. I have a car the whole time, so I'm really good at parallel parking. So the phrase I came up with is, I'm the king of parallel parking. So so I've got my drum beat, and I've got my sample to go with it, and this was the core. Then you were supposed to come up with a 4-measure hook, right? Which is just this much right here. Right, so like this chunk. And so what I came up with was just, I'm the king of parallel parking. And you gotta use your voice. I had a vocal part here that I deleted, and I'm not gonna be able to record it right now because my internet connection is not good enough. I'm sure you all know about that. You can use your phone and record it. And if you record yourself on your phone, when you click add track, there's an import button here where you could send yourself the file or email yourself the file from another device, right? And okay, we don't need that. Great. So what I came up with is, I'm the king of parallel parking, and so here's my heartbeat, and what I would do, I could sing it, which would be this. I'm the king of parallel parking. I'm the king of parallel parking, or something like that. I could rap it. I'm the king of parallel parking, or something, whatever. I could also just speak if I'm not comfortable singing or rapping. I'm the king of parallel parking, right? One way or another, though, you need your voice in here, and then that is going to be your hook. And so for the last week, we've been talking about form and how most songs have like a verse and a chorus or different sections. And so what I did was I built an entire section here. And so to my heartbeat, my voice will go here eventually when I record it at the school this week. But I added a bass part, which is these two things right here are two separate bass tracks. So I added a track that was an instrument, and then this is just a bass drum because I wanted some extra drums in there. And so my completed track, again with lots of latency, sounds like this. And it's not lining up because there's latency problems, but that's the vibe. And then I took all of this and I copied it. So since we're talking about form, this is my A section. It is 8 measures long, right? Stops on bar 9. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I copied it and did the exact same thing again. So up to here is just the same thing twice. A. And here I just looped it out and dragged the window, which you do like this, right? Again, I've got like computer latency problems, but you get the idea, right? You can loop that out. And then I needed a B section, something different. And so what I did was, instead of using the C drum beat followed by the D drum beat, I just stayed on that C drum beat and kept the same sample. But what I did to my sample is something we learned about in the last unit. I pitch shifted it up 2 so that it changes pitch and it sounds like it's a new chord. So the A section sounds like this. And then when it gets to my B section, there's a different sound. I also cut out the bass part so that there's less going on. So this sounds very different. This is my B section. And then I went back to my A section. So I'm going to zoom out here so we can see it. The overall form of this song, I have A section, B section, which I did by changing the drum beat and modifying the sample. You all know how to process things. Then I went back to my A section and my A section. So my form is A, B, A. Or it could be, verse, verse, refrain, verse, verse. And the next step that I'm working on is writing lyrics. So I've got all these lyrics going on here, and I might sing them, I might rap them, I might just speak them, unclear, but that is what we're going for. And so you should be creating a drum beat and then adding instruments and samples to that, and then having a second section that is somehow different. There are a bunch of forums, and we've been talking about form and different sections of songs for a while now. And what we're aiming for is eventually about a 2-minute song, right? I'm at about 1 minute and 40 seconds here. So maybe I'll go A, B, and that'll be, my song. And or maybe I'll add a C section, something totally different, and have a bridge. So that is what we are going for. That is a demonstration of where we're at so far in Project 12. We're going to have another week or 2 to work on these, but that's where you should be. If you have questions, ask me in Jupiter Grades. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.